The main ship of the northern invaders was roughly 3 kilometers long and at least 1 kilometer wide, with an estimated height of 300 meters. This ship had numerous underwater surveillance stations, suggesting that its upper hull is equally monitored. It was estimated that there were 4 submarines the size of a battleship, 8 the size of a frigate, and 16 the size of a corvette. Additionally, it had ports for smaller vessels. The rest of the fleet consisted of 84 ships, 12 battleships, 24 frigates, and 48 corvettes. The ships are heading south, retreating from the Tajin bastion. They had begun shooting to the north, and the shots do not appear to be practice rounds. The volume of fire is staggering, with hundreds of battery discharges, one after another. They seem to be targeting an epic beast, likely a Khan. Yes, it is a Kukulkan. Tulane, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
I must save these people. I'm sorry, but I may not return. We didn't reveal everything in that report. The main ship is an enormous naval base and is in reality a heavily defended marine city. The northern invaders are fleeing their nation. I've sensed thousands of terrified women and children. Even though they have a disciple of a warlord among their defenders, I know I am their only hope.
But Vike, you don't have to do this. We can find out why they're fleeing another way. They are in a mobile city. They might escape.
But in that moment, she understood she had to let him go.
Don't worry, Captain. As soon as I see the marine city safe, I'll take cover and contact you. The time has come. The can is getting closer to the base.
Be careful, old boy. Mr. Disciple, I'll wait for you.
The Marine City main ship, at its highest point above the sea, stood over 500 meters tall. It had a 100-meter-wide upper perimeter deck carrying artillery. Just 10 meters below was the first lower deck, covering the entire base except for a central tower that served as a signal amplifier for communications and a mirror mechanism to illuminate the lower residential decks. The first lower deck housed exercise fields, educational institutes, military academies, barracks, and government buildings, except for the perimeter, which was designated for defense like the rest of the lower decks. Captain Vike had been a disciple of the legendary warlord Aleph of Padua, or at least within his order, where he learned to communicate with marine animals and, at higher levels, with epic marine beasts. His retreat into learning lasted only 9 years, so he was far from reaching the highest levels to be considered a warlord in the sacred arts. However, it was enough to be recognized as one of the top 1,000 warriors in the world with mastery of the sacred arts. Warlords are pacifists and only take sides when they deem it unavoidable. Still, they are open to teaching or not any aspirant. The primary mission of a warlord is to inspire, guide, and peacefully contemplate humanity.
Great white shark, beast of the western seas, I ask for your help, please.
What do you want, you flattering scum? Why are you calling me? What makes you think I won't kill you?
My name is Vike. I am a disciple of Master Aleph of Padua. I made a sacred contract with the great white sharks.
You didn't make a sacred contract with the epic marine beasts as a disciple of Saint Aleph, did you? And you didn't call him saint. You also didn't address me familiarly, so I don't believe you're telling the truth. Tell me with whom you made the sacred contract and where, so I can verify if you're telling the truth.
My sacred contract was made with deep blue in the seas of Padua, where I completed my retreat with Warlord Aleph. Please analyze my contractual aura.
The aura, like the irises of the eyes in living beings, is unique to each individual. The aura is the external reflection of the martial energy that every living being possesses. A sacred contract is, in broad terms, a pact of mutual aid between living beings, within the limits of each one's capabilities, depending on the species. This contract can include the entire species, provided the rest of the species agrees. To seal the contract, a pact is usually made, which can be of aura, blood, symbol, or any other type the two species deem appropriate. The contractual aura is a mark left on the aura, like a scar in the case of blood pacts, or a tattoo in the case of symbol pacts.
Very well. You got me, brat. My name is Quijada. How can I help you?
Please take me within range of the Khan. I need to speak with him.
If you want to stop him from attacking that fleet, you're wasting your time. You don't have a sacred contract with epic sea beasts, and the Khan is truly angry at the humans on that ship. Even so, that ship is resisting.
I know how to communicate with epic marine beasts. I just need a chance. Otherwise, I'll help the great ship escape. There are many innocents on board.
I'll have to take you very close to the Khan. Given his rage, he won't hear you unless you speak directly into his ear, and I don't know how he'll react.
I estimate this can is at least 500 meters long, so his height must be roughly the same. If he detects me during the ascent, he might think I'm seeking a fight. Maybe the wisest thing is to approach him face to face at eye level, so he can see I don't want to confront him.
You clearly don't have experience with kukul cans. They walk on the seabed or swim with their tails above the water, resembling a feathered serpent due to the 2 rows of feathers running along their spine to their forehead. When the seabed is shallow, as it is here, they camouflage their bodies with dense fog created by the steam from their fiery bodies at contact with the sea. So if you try to climb him, your body wouldn't even reach 50 meters before disintegrating from the heat, unless, of course, you have sacred fire training. On the other hand, the dense fog also makes it hard to see the king. Advanced disciples used to use heat vision in these cases, but it's imprecise because the fogs make it useless.
I don't have a way to rise 500 meters on my own, nor can I contact the Khan from such a distance, but I know someone who can help me.
The Northern Fleet kept shooting at the great feathered serpent. At its current speed, the Kukul Khan would soon reach an attack position against the main ship. Meanwhile, in the intelligence area of the Tajin Bastion, reports kept coming in, monitored by Captain Tulane.
It's curious how sometimes our greatest fears become our greatest allies. There's no doubt that the animal instinct that holds us back developed so justifiably as we evolved. I'll follow your instructions. I'll wait for your report, you old boy.
She silently suffered and grieved for her husband.
Tulane, it seems Master Aleph has achieved sainthood.
Vike, what's happening? I'm so glad to hear from you. Are you okay? Is it over? Are you coming back?
Not yet, Captain Gal. I haven't set my plan to stop the can in motion yet. I need your help, please.
Of course, what should I do?
Please contact St. Aleph of Padua. Now that he's a saint, he should be able to hear you. Just try to use the amplifiers of your control center to make it easier to reach him.
But will he hear? I mean, we're so far from Padua. Even if he's a saint, it might not work.
He'll hear. Have faith. Achieving sainthood goes beyond our understanding as mere aspirants to Warlord. And one of the requirements to become a Warlord is precisely faith.
Very well. You heard him, girls. Power up the antennas. We're going live as soon as the system is online.
Perhaps telepathic communication systems aren't as discreet and personal as those who had more than formalities to communicate would have liked. But in this case, practicality and efficiency made it preferable to let some members of the communications team listen in.
Saint Aleph of Padua, hear my plea. I know you'll have many requests from the sea from which I call you, so make me your tool to save this situation.
Calm, Tulane. I have heard your plea. I know what I must do. Everything will be fine. I am proud of what you've done. We are all brothers. Until soon.
Thank you, Saint. Did you hear that, Vike? It's a miracle.
Thank you, Gal. I'll contact you soon.
Captain, are you okay?
Yes.
I repeat, the system is ready and at full capacity, Captain.
Didn't you see him? I called him. He was here. He gave me a comforting hug. He told me everything would be fine, that he's proud of us, that we're all brothers.
Captain, you didn't call anyone. You didn't even put on your headset.
What just happened? Is it a miracle?